The day has finally come where I get to watch Love is War on this channel. What's up? I'm Grizz. Welcome to my channel. Very excited to be watching this. We're going to be watching the Love is War movie. I honestly can't remember what the hell it was called, but whatever it's called, we will be watching this. And I am so beyond excited to do it. Love is War is top 2 rom-coms. I know a majority of people, and probably anybody who watches this will probably say it's number 1. There's another one that's very difficult for me to decide between, but it's very close. Whether it's 1 or 2, interchangeable, wouldn't be mad at anybody, but it's one of those spots. I had seen the first 3 seasons, of course. Why wouldn't I? That's why they're not going to be on this channel, but I was happy to be able to bring this hopefully to you and get some sort of content to represent this. Also to get some love for Aka Saga, because I am in love with the way he writes and his characters and everything that he does. For the little of you that know, OSHI is my favorite manga, which is also one that he writes. So I basically read and keep up to date with all of his stuff, and I'm not going to be able to do that anime when it airs in a week or so because I've read it all and I don't want to kind of make like a fake reaction like that. So we're not going to do that, but I haven't read ahead in this one at all, and I've just followed the anime all the way through. So happy that we get to bring this to you. Disclaimer though, before we get into it, I have seen the first 20-ish minutes, whether it's going to be this first episode, because Crunchyroll decided to split it in 4 episodes. So whether it's this or just stops halfway through, I don't know. But I saw the first 20-ish minutes back in November at Anime NYC. They did like a world premiere type of thing before they even had like a date set for the thing to come out or anything. And they announced all of that there. And it was really cool having like a big panel that they did for it and being able to be like, see a little bit like a sneak peek into the movie and stuff like that. So I have seen that. So this will all just be recap. I'll make it known when we get to the point that I've already seen, but I basically saw the setup for kind of what I think the movie's going to essentially be about. Expectations going in are extremely high. Of course, it's this series in general, anything involving it always has to be extremely high. Also, just because it's been extremely well received, and I've heard things about how this is the best, if not one of the best at least, arcs within this manga. So I'm expecting very, very good things. Little background, I guess, because you guys don't know, because I haven't watched this on here. Kaguya is one of my favorite characters, not just in this series, but in everything. I absolutely love her and everything about her. So yeah, this is like a treat for me to be able to see that. I also love Maki a lot, so hopefully she's involved at some point in this movie, because I love her and she's so fun. So I really want her to be involved. So yeah, hoping to laugh, hoping they bang out some serious moments, because why wouldn't they? And there's some big things to kind of talk about and discuss probably. I'm assuming this is direct aftermath of what just happened. Actually, I know it is direct aftermath of what just happened at the end of season 3. So hopefully we're in for a good treat. If you like it all, hit the like, subscribe. Do mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around to the discussion afterwards. Leave any comments about your thoughts overall about this movie, the series in general, maybe recommendations for other things for me to watch. But yeah, without saying much more than I've already said, let's get going. You're not going to get that opportunity. Yeah, so we hate those type of people. Yeah, unreal. He's one of those people who have those thoughts until he's actually in the situation. If he was having sex, he wouldn't have an issue. So I gladly accepted. Ordered, yes. Yes. Learn from the master. Yes, thank you. How goofy she looks. The OP was not in the thing that I saw, so look how good they look. Wow, they got the whole ass performance. But the issue with that is neither of you will bring that to each other's attention. Yes. He's never alright. Yeah, he's good though. To you, he's good. To himself, no. So cute. A once a year occurrence.
かぐやさんはその日その日のメンタル次第で微妙に性格が違うのは皆さん気づいてますよね。かぐやちゃんも出現条件がすごくシビア。ハッピー6割、現実逃避4割、それでいて睡眠不足という条件を全て満たしている必要がある。その精神バランスが絶妙にあった時にだけ現れるリアかぐやなんで。
You get the ultra rare.
私もまだ3回しか見たことないんです。って普通こうなのでしょ？
Yeah.
書いてありましたし、柏木さんたちだって。
But there's moments and in order to go with things.
柏木さん、キスってああいう感じにするものなのですか？
No, that's special occurrence.
好きな人だけにする特別なキスだから。くれぐれも好きな人以外にはしちゃダメですよ。
初めてのキスがそれってハリウッド映画の濡れ場じゃないんですから。
つまり普通のことなの。
She kind of is.
全然違います。そのキスは学校の中でしたいものじゃない。それは本来ベッドの中ですべきこと。そんなのほとんどセックスですよ。
I like how she still can't say it fully though, without the pause. Maybe by the end of this she will.
ここまでしちゃったのなら楽勝でセックスまで持ち込めますよ。よかったですね。
Yeah, congratulations on the sex.
初キスからそういう行為まで少なくとも1月や2月間を空けるのが普通でしょ。
初キスでやらかし
Yeah, it's different from how you went about things. Oh my god.
話が通じない。
I don't think it's getting through to you.
ことがないお子様は。
今むちゃくちゃムカつくこと考えてますよね。
Absolutely.
キスからセックスまでどれくらい間を置きましたか？私と翼はそんなはしたないことなんて一切してない。
Yeah, stop lying.
私はとても真面目な話をしてるんです。初キスからは2ヶ月くらい。そうよね。それくらいは間を置くわよね。じゃあ大人のキスからは40秒。
Right.
秒
And it's been hours probably. As a result, rare Kaguya. She's so cute.
いや最高かもしれん。みんなにはこう見えている。
かぐやちゃんは何歳なんですか？17歳ですか。可愛いっすね。知ってました？ 17ってことは来年で成人になるんですよ。
相手が弱ってる時に強く出るの性格悪く見えるからやめろ石が。
That's his only way he can communicate with her. She's still jealous.
今篠宮先輩の深層心理。
Yeah.
いつも見たく1番して。1番。
One.
2番。3番。ということ。
That's heartbreaking.
なるようになった結果だと思いますよ。
None left for you though. Now's not the time, dude. One in the same.
やはり会話が成立しない。
篠宮
Lil Miyuki.
篠宮お話しよう。
And of course, the bad timing.
すいません、遅くない。
As always, yeah.
会長。
So I am just confused if this is how everybody sees them. Why would they like have to bend down, like Ishigami have to bend down to speak to her, you know? Probably just because it would look weird if he was touching the sky randomly.
地獄の午前だった。
いかがわしい。
Yeah.
没収します。
いいのいたのか。
The rules are the rules until they benefit you.
やり返さなきゃ気が済まないな。もうこういうの持ってこないって約束してくれるなら、この本は返してあげる。それさえ守ってくれるなら、仲良くできる可能性もなくはない。
それは
Yeah, I'm good.
僕は確実に来週も持ってくる。
I appreciate the honesty, but you should have just went along with it. She's not that easy to get, or not that difficult to get along with.
先輩、
気にしないでください。いつものことなんで。
ならいいけど、クリスマスイブの夜って今かな。
これはまさか。
There's that chance, brother.
うち来ない？
行きます。
I'll be
つばめ先輩のうち、クリスマスにつばめ先輩の部屋で。
それはあまりに好き。あー、違うよ。私イナちゃんも誘おうと思ってたし。
Were you actually? No.
でもっとたくさんの人呼んでパーティーするの。ラッパー。
うるせえぞ思春期ガキ。
Her mind goes to so many different places.
クリスマスイブの日かその日うち来ない？
ああ、クリスマスパーティーするんですか。今のでよくわかったな。
というわけ
He has experience
ク
now.
リスマスパーティーのイブは一人で寂しく過ごさなくてもいいんですよ、石上くん。
Actually,
メインイベントは地下に。
すみません先輩。イブの夜は戦略バカ受けしたのでちょっともった。
what an evil laugh.
私、つばめ先輩にお呼ばれしてて。つばめ先輩の誘いなら石上くんは絶対断れないですよね。
Absolutely not.
なんでつばめ先輩だから。
Miko probably could
石
though.
上くんがつばめ先輩好きなのってここにいる全員気づいてます。
Yeah, it's very obvious.
まあな。
どうせ石上は私がいると鬱陶しいとか思ってるんでしょ。だったら。
は？思ってねえよ。
そうなの？
What a moment for development of a side ship. That will never happen.
何ヶ月後に答えをか。
Really gonna make the man's wait 3 months. My god. The charm she found in not Christmas festival. 3 months. Wow, perfect timing. So it puts them both on like a time frame for, but that's a little weird. I don't know if I like that because now she's like a fallback if that happens, because I think that's the route that it would end up going, which is a bit unfortunate. I believe that's where the preview that I saw ended. I actually don't remember if I saw this one. No objections to the death penalty. Right. So she had to let him know how she feels.
バカバカしい。たかが風船程度で何をうろたえているの？あなたも顔おかしいわよ。まずは会長との関係性についてね。
こんなのもう恋人でしょ？だってキスしたもの。そうよね。
バカを言わないで。キスしたら恋人という理屈を通すなら、勝負は皆と恋人よ。
I guess it just depends on your definition.
次は海外留学についてね。会長は一生に一度のお願いって言ってたもの。絶対行くわ。
Welcome to the States. Never mind.
本気でそんなことが許されると思っているわけじゃないわよね。お父様をどう説得するの？
それは。
I'll handle that when it gets.
でももう行くと言ってしまった。誓ったことは必ず守る。絶対的に信じられるものが人生には必要。これはあなたのポリシーでしょ？
Yeah.
すればいいわ。でも、それに失敗した時があなたの顔を見る最後の時。
What do you mean by that? That's a threat.
大人キスについてだけど、どうするの？これ。
There's nothing you can do about it now. I think that just involves question number 1 now. Yeah. Yeah, it's too embarrassing to admit. It's no more than a greeting? No, don't say that. Huh? No, you have to be the alpha.
衝動的にキスなんて獣じゃないんだから。
会長のこと好きじゃないからそんなこと言えるのよ。
Oh. Oh, never mind. I think she is. No, now she's gonna get angry. She just didn't. Yeah. She just doesn't show it. Yeah, I guess so. She was the first one who met him, right? Oh, she's going on the attack. She's eliminating the. No! This is so extra. Oh my god. Sure you want to conceal the real you. So are we gonna get her now? The ice one? No, looks like it's the ice one. Yeah. She's awoken. This is gonna be interesting. I don't. He's probably panicking. Okay. Chica's like the only one who can actually like handle her, right? Because she was friends with her while she was like this. And of course, it's Maki behind the mask. Yeah. 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 I love her. Please. Please bring her in. Which we see by the multiple personas that she can take on. While she's in this mode too? Oh lord. She did say she was holding back like this though, so maybe she won't now. Just say it. Just say it. Let's go. Maybe. Oh. No, don't say that. Yeah, please. Please. Someone's gotta walk in for sure, right? Or he's just not going to. He just won't initiate. Yeah. Ah, my boy, you are. So this version just wants him to take on the traditional role of like a man and kind of put himself out there and lead her on and lead her to whatever it is that he wants, right? And it allows her to get the things that she desires at the same exact time, but not have to put herself out there, which is a strategy that now only works because of what happened before. If they didn't have that whole moment at the festival, this wouldn't be a strategy that works because he would kind of shy away from doing this stuff. But now he thinks he's close enough, or he thinks that they're both on the same page enough that he can do this. That's what I'm feeling, at least. She just had a deep monologue with herself. She's like showing all the signs that she can that she's cold and what's... Yeah, okay. I think that's what she's trying. So this version's just trying to put the pressure on him. She just wants you to hold it. Yes, dude. Why are you walking like that? Dude, just grab it. Yeah. This is good though, because it kind of lets him see the things that he's lacking and the flaws I guess he has. Why is he laughing like that? My man's probably couldn't sleep all night. Shigami's not even asking him what's wrong. He does not care. Yeah, now you're gonna care. Yeah, interesting. I thought she was gonna be very... Oh, she's just cold to him. No, she seems fine. Yeah. It's only with you. What exactly is that? Oh. You can use this as an opportunity then, yeah.
機会に覚えておくのもいいんじゃありません？飯野さんの体、甘い香りがする。体温が高い。
Jesus
ここにつけるとよ
Christ.
く香るのよ。落としたい相手に会う30分前につければ、会う頃
The
には
person you want to
程よく
conquer? What the
あなたを
fuck?
引きつけられるわ。これで共犯ね。
I like her when she's in this mode.
この香水ちょっとおばさん臭くないですか？なんていうか主張強いというか、女子高生がつけるのは。
違う。さっきも言いましたが、香水は時間経過で匂いが変わ
Right,
る。
she did say
こ
that.
れはつけてしばらくは癖があるけれど、30分経てば
篠宮、
そもそも現状で臭くなんて。
ちょっと話が。
親戚のおばさんと同じ匂い。
篠宮
Pissed her off. Oh no, she's just trying to get away from him. Oh, the speed. Okay, dude. What? What the fuck?
お前に何をした篠宮。
I feel like he's trying to not be spineless and talk to you right now, but you're trying to run, so you're the one being it, no?
これ以上私に近づかないで。
Don't push him down the stairs, please.
俺は嫌われた。かぐやはまだ香水をつけて30分。
That's it? That's as simple as that?
香水は時間経過によって以下のように変化する。もう篠宮には近づかない。
待ちなさい。
Come back, we will speak
どこ
now.
に行くの？
He just tried to speak, yeah.
今はいていいの。
浮かれた勢いってことか。
そういうことになりますね。会長はあのキスを重大なことのように感じているようですが、私にとってキスなんてその程度のものなんです。
That's gotta be rough for my boy.
今ここでしてみま。
So she's gonna keep asking this until he does.
キス。
キスというものはそんなホイホイするものじゃないだろう。
Hmm.
ちょっと気持ちが入ってないキスなんて虚しき。つあなんで蹴った。
すみません。
Not the answer she
キスを
wanted.
必要以上に神聖視する輩を蹴飛ばすのが篠宮流のもので。
一体何に怒ってるんだ。言ってくれよ。ない香水のいい匂いがするし。
So it's
心
working.
配なんだよ。
They bringing the light on him too.
いい匂いですか？
あめっちゃいい匂いだよ。こんなこと今までなかっただろう。
そうやって気づいてくれれば、私はずっと上機嫌なのに。
But he does notice.
昨日篠宮が寒い寒い言ってたのって
Yep.
手をつなげってことだったりする。
So she's just kind of getting at the point. She wants you to stop playing the games, dude. Yep.
怒った。
そんなわけないでしょ。
Oh, these talks never go well. Let's we should avoid this. Nice. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh, I'm so excited. The Ishigami flashback of them laying down like this. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
女子の気持ちが知りたくてな。
なるほど。女なら誰でもいいわけね。アイマスターだから。
Of course she is.
嘘よ。
Yeah, we know.
自分の恋愛がうまくいったことなんて。
Awkward pauses between them.
空青い。
やべえ、人選間違えた。
No, no, no,
それ分かってくれないの？会長が私の気持ちを全然分か
no. No, he does.
ではかぐや様と会長の。
Oh, yeah, the fact that he actually was talking about him. Huh.
いつもは枕言葉に。これは友達。
Yeah, well, things have changed.
どうせもう気づいているのでしょ？
まあ、これ友達の話なんだけどな。
And he still hasn't changed. He's still stuck on that.
キスなんて気分が乗れば誰とでもする。
言葉で本音を隠そうとしているのがバレバレ。
Right.
本音？
キスする気分になるのはあなただけっていう本音よ。さらに踏み込むなら、その子の本音は
会長からキスしてほしい。
Right.
どう
I'm not a fan of the whole traditional formal type of way of, you know, doing these things like that, but I think it works in her situation.
会長のこと
Ah.
好きだか
And
ら
this is the first person she's
決まってるじゃない。
openly admitting that to, that's like outside of her tiny ass circle, you know, of her and Hayasaka. Oh my god, and the detail and everything. Why is this getting her so
とにか
flustered?
くキスしてほしいなら、そういう気持ちを素直に伝えればいいんじゃないですか？
なぜか素直になれないの。
そうなのよ。好きな人を前にするとついツンケンしちゃうの。
の態度がツンケンで説明つく。
Yes.
私だっていろいろ頑張っているのよ。いっぱい寒い寒いって手をつないでアピールしたり。組んであげて。私からお願いするから気持ちを組んであげて。こっちだっていっぱいいっぱいなの。分かってお願い。っていう。
Relax, Maki. Relax.
完全に私と同じタイプだわ。
Yeah, you're literally the same
シン
person.
パシーを感じる。
Yeah.
親戚って言われても信じ。
Yeah, it collects.
もしかしてみゆきとかぐやおばさまの話。前々から怪しいと思ってたけど。
I like how Maki's actually aware. Like, she's not as dumb as she comes off. Okay, she just...
どうでしたか？私に振るんですか？
In detail, please.
帰り道、信号待ちの時。
And he looks nervous. Oh, he...
突然。
And that's what she wants.
とても素敵だわ。でもコンビニの前で突然ですよ。全然ロマンティックじゃない。
That's not the point. Yeah.
私も皆がするようなこの世界にありふれたキス。
She doesn't need it to be special.
私はただ普通の恋がしたいの。
氷かぐやとは篠宮かぐやの多面性の一つである。
Mm-hmm.
それは誰もが持つ他者への警戒心であり、同時に臆病な恋心でもある。
She's not one of us. Yes. No, you're making this so... Maki looks so much more aggressive. Essentially, it just seems like right now where we're at is she is kind of accepted the role that each of them have and kind of how they each feel about each other, but she just wants it to be ordinary at this point and be, I guess traditional is the right word, and wants him to be the one who makes things simplistic and doesn't need him to go over the top like he did for the original confession, right? And he just needs him to kind of stop playing the childish game in a way, and that's where she's like, that's the point that she's at, and playing all these mind games, and she just wants him to see these signs and see these cues of like the thing with the hand holding or something regarding that and just kind of see through it. She herself, who wants this, is somebody who's afraid to kind of openly just state the things that she wants, and she kind of just goes in very roundabout ways to find it. She's kind of matured herself to a point already where she's openly able to kind of express certain things, not everything, but certain things, where he's not at that point yet. And the example that they just showed with the names and stuff was cool. How she's openly able to tell other people about who it is, and he still has to refer to them as like a friend if he's trying to get help and stuff like that. I think that's where we're headed here right now, but I'm gotta wait and see. I could be off on exactly what it is she wants, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And you must offer to her. Give her your win. Now she's different. Now she's ready. She'll make her intentions known. That's exactly it, and she just wants you to tell her that. Yeah. Yes. The one who comes in and ruins it. Yes, as always. So the thing for him to be here would be to come out and offer to her still.
というかあなた自称ロカボガールでしたよね。もっと野菜を取った方がいい。
No, and then the overthinking.
お腹空いたわ。
Yeah.
篠宮先輩。よかったら私のお弁当半分いかがですか。
Oh, she looks at him with the eyes. You bite me. You eat a lot. Still do it. Come on, brother. So he's aware that he just needs to. Yes. Just four. Okay, let's go. Oh. Oh my god. Should catch it. This is a big moment.
あら、
This is it.
綺麗にしていただけますか？
Oh my goodness.
早く綺麗にして。早く。
You trapped, brother. It's time. Oh,
私はとても性格が悪い。
absolutely.
長らく忘れていた。
What happened at? Did he just pass out?
私が私のままでいると、周りの人を傷つけるということ。
Ooh. It's interesting because it's two very self-aware characters.
誰にも好かれないのよ。
Aww.
ずっとそうだったじゃない。
So she's always been alone.
必要であれば切り捨てねばなりません。怒りや悲しみを顔に出してはなりません。泣くなどもってのほかです。
おるのが遅かったから私言ったのよね。真面目にやろうって。そしたらすごく泣き出しちゃって。6年の時、カオルさんにも同じようなことを言ったわ。
十分真面目にやってるわ。篠宮さんにはできない人の気持ちがわからないのよ。
Lack of understanding others.
でも集まってくる。
Ah,
だけど
always just came to
人は
you.
私から泣きながら離れていく。
あなたが特別なだけでしょ。いつも上から目線で、あんたなんてママに言われて仲良くしてるだけなのに。
Huh.
こんな性格に生まれたかったわけじゃない。人から離れようと思って。
And yeah, as a result, she began to distance herself more than she already did. So she was openly trying to reach out and do things for others, which she felt was right, and it just came off offensive in a way to them. And then as a result, she put more masks on than she already had and built her walls up even more and completely isolated herself and just became cold to everything around her at that point, which isn't something that's unrealistic in the slightest. Maybe her example's to the extreme, but yes.
が手に入った。一人でいるのは寂しいけれど、それよりずっと安堵感が勝る。
Nobody can get hurt if it's I'm not
傷つ
around.
けなくて済むなら、
Mhm.
一人の方がずっと。
I'd rather be alone than cause harm for others.
拒絶することに慣れてしまった私が、人に近づきたいと思ってしまった。
Wow.
この人を傷つけるたびに胸が痛くて。
泣いてるの？
泣いてない。
Because she can't. Oh, she
あ
is.
なたはバカね。自分自
Absolutely.
身にまで嘘をつこうとするのね。
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's awesome.
あなたなら会長に優しくできるでしょ。ダメ。
No.
なんでよ。会長
You
は
have to learn to love yourself.
人を私は自己中心的で、他人が怖くて臆病で、いつも人を傷つけてこれっぽっちも優しくない。そういう部分を隠さなきゃ、こんな醜い人間を。人は好きになってくれないの。私は可愛くなれないの。
You're capable
あ
of
なたはま
this.
だ願いを叶えてない。
Mm-hmm.
あなたが会長にキスしてもらうこと。そんな面倒くさくて可愛くない。篠宮かぐやの半分に。会長がキスをしてくれたなら、
We'll support you all we can.
きっと幸せで死んでしまうわ。
So if you get your wish and all three of us have our wishes, we can coexist as one and not have to swap places constantly with each other.
聞かせてもらった。私が見よう。
Is it the same doctor as before? Yeah. But she was the quack, yes.
恋の病だね。
What other reason would it be?
恋煩いによる睡眠不足。キスを
Of course, dude. The quack. I hope he calls him one too.
やっぱり恋の病。
Yeah. Just kill me now.
の時にはそりゃもう軽く
Okay,
見て
dude.
女の子と遊び
Super casual.
で、17の時に子供できたんですね。
なんでバラすかな。そしたら
You're
私の
just
息子も17
bragging.
でできちゃった婚してこれはもう血だね。孫も今年17でね、戦々恐々としている。
Wow. They talked for all night. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's got some good people around him, but he really doesn't have like somebody that he's that close to, it seems like. Or somebody that he really can count on. It's always kind of felt like that. Like he's been close to Ishigami, but like never at that level. At least from what we've seen. Just do what others want. That's so shitty.
辛かったんですね。
俺、母が家から出て行った時も、いつか迎えに来てくれると信じて、勉強だけは頑張って。
So that she'd have something to be happy about when she comes back.
入れてもらえないのはどこも同じです。
It's two people suffering from the same thing. Having different outlooks with stuff.
女に好かれて当然の男だって態度しときゃ、誰もお前に舐めた態度取れなくなる。虚勢の一つも張れねえで、女にモテるかい。
Which is what he's always struggled with. And that's even what she's looking for in a way.
俺を個体認識するようになった。篠宮だけじゃない。学校全体が俺を認識するようになった。
Wow.
生徒会の次期会長、白金みゆきとして。それまで空気だった俺が、ようやく。
随分大きな社交性仮面をかぶったようだね。
Gotcha.
篠宮がキスしたのは、頑張る方の俺ですよ。いつも全力な虚勢を張ってる俺。好きな人に好きになってもらうには。
You can't be myself. Right. And that's essentially what this whole thing's been about.
彼女が悟いのは君がいつも言ってるはず。いつも君が無理していることを気に病んで。
さっきの話の
It's not, do not let him speak.
結構そそるわ。結局ギャップよギャップ。普段頑張ってる子がふと見せた弱い面にグッてくる。
部下がぐいぐい来て良い話ができ。
Yeah, because your advice has been awful.
一文を晒すのは怖いです。
That's the scariest thing. And she's in the same exact spot. You fear that who you really are isn't the real you. Or how you act with others, at least.
そう簡単に外れません。
No. Takes a long time. Right.
どうだ心配かけてごめん。
She's literally the best, though. She tries everything she can.
練習ですよ。
じゃあ会長、私のこと好き？
異性として見てるのは間違いない。
Is that what he responded with?
篠宮、なんで最近俺に冷たくするんだ。
それは素直になれないだけ。本当はもっと優しくしたい。でも
プライドが邪魔をしてるんだと思います。
Yeah, just my 2 cents, of course.
でそんな謎
Right.
さすがお月のメイドだ。
She's literally the best, dude.
私のこといつから好き？
Give me 1 minute.
1年の春から。
かのやつ、なんつうこと聞いてくるんだ。
She's just answering on her
ここ
own.
まで聞いてきたんだから、こっちの質問にも答えてもらうぞ。
I was gonna say, there's no way he's been responding that quick.
本当の篠宮はどれなんだ。
どれも本当よ。
They're all part of her.
自分の弱い部分は隠すでしょう。誰もがやっていることを私に全部を見せてくれない。そして
She won't either, though.
私も同じなんだって
Yeah.
気づい
You want something more out of somebody else, and you won't do it yourself, though.
たいって思ってるの。
マジですか。
ええ。自分の半分を隠して、お互い半分しか知らないまま恋人になるのはすごく悲しい。私は私の全部を見せて。
Right. You want to be one with all of them. You want to have every side of you and allow him to see it and make his own decision if he still likes you or not.
好きだって言いたいの。
And she wants to have that option because she doesn't know all of you. Back in the lab again.
時間をかけることだけだ。
That's what he's done his whole life.
一生見せるものかよ。篠宮が何を考えていようと、もうどうでもいい。クリスマスで挽回する。文化祭の時よりもっとうまく。もっと。
Simplicity, brother, simplicity. You don't have to go bigger. You don't have to go more. Simplicity. Just gotta show her you're somebody who works hard, cares for others, and be open with how you feel, I guess. I don't really know what more to say.
沈み込んでゆく。
Aw. She looks so cute. What went wrong? Okay, yeah. She is whacked out, dude. Yes.
これはなんだ。
Why are you in your uniform? That's my question.
岸本中井です。
お前は誰？
So stupid.
なぜこの家はクリスマスと正月を混ぜて。からに準備を任せたのは失敗だった。
もういいじゃない兄さん。こうしてみんなでゆっくり年を越すのも悪くないよ。
ほら見ろ、Kが正月モードになっちまってるだろうが。
私は皆さんと正月ができるのは嬉しいですよ。
So the other two did not come. And plus to the others? Yes. Non-alcoholic, of course. Gotta make that known. Is it bad to say I'm more interested in what's gonna happen at this one than the other party? I feel like there's a lot riding on this one. And it can go in many directions. Oh no, dude. Oh no. What is this? Oh, where's Maki going?
9時になるんですね。ちょっと見せてくれ。
No.
そのローがたっぷりついたお手手で割り箸に触れ。
Yeah, we're rigging this, and you are absolutely, yeah.
プレゼントは絵本です。
直前となった。
That's the big winter bargain.
ほどの金持ちに贈るものってなんだ。
苦慮の結果、選んだのはハンカチ。無難を通り越して面白みゼロなプレゼント。これは白金にとって手痛い失態。
中身はアロマディフューザーですよ。精油もいくつか詰めておきました。
Nice.
大事に使います。
お兄さんと仲良く使ってください。
Nah, she's good.
藤原、母さんのですね。
私のプレゼントは手作りのバスボムですよ。
Oh,
バスボム？
that's not bad.
お風呂に入れるとシュワシュワいい匂いで楽しいんですよ。
もっと尖ってこいよ。お前はそこで反応に困るの持ってくるからだろうが。
私と会長がプレゼント交換ですね。
Oh no. Those are the one who likes him too, right?
ハンカチ素朴でいいですね。なんか無難というか面白み。
Okay, when I said simple and boring, I wasn't talking about the gift, bro. Come on. Oh, what is this gonna be? Oh my god.
私以外全員ちょっと
You are not. Nope. This is great.
これこそが俺の求めていたものだ。
What? The strangest environment. Bring us to the other one. I need to see what's happening there.
そうだな。
But she still got him one.
会長。これみんなには内緒ですよ。私に何か。
He planned something. I don't know if it's a present. Okay. What did you plan, brother? Okay, it is a present.
いや、ごめん、ダメだ。これ適当に選んだやつだから。
She wants it, yeah.
わからない人ね。完璧じゃなくてもいいと言ってるのよ。
She's been saying that too. Okay, hopefully she's just on a trip. I hope she has fun, but Jesus, Maki.
たくない部分というのなら、これは絶対に手放さない。
Right, okay, interesting. I was thinking more of an aspect of him by not wanting to get it, but actually admitting it to her that he got something. Because this is him showing who he is. But I guess the gift also is too.
会長の隠したい一面なんだわ。会長はいつもそう。心配になるくらい頑張って、無理をして、準備と手間をかけて、完璧なものを私に見せてくれる。本当は嫌いだから見せようとしないのでしょ。
Huh. Why would you say that?
こんなきつくて性格の悪い女は嫌だって。だから見せてくれないんでしょ。私はあなたを見せて欲しくて、自分を見せたのに。
何の話だよ。
だってそうでしょ。好きな相手には自分を見てほしいものじゃないですか。
好きな相手って。
好きな人に隠し事なんてしたくない。私は人に好かれる努力をしてます。だけど一皮むけばこんなものなんですよ。身勝手で性格が悪くて攻撃的な私を隠したままで次のステップには進めないと思う。
Right, so you're showing this side of you.
自分の弱いところを見せたわ。分かり合いたいから。だから次は会長の弱いところも見せてほしい。
だからこそ弱い部分は見せられないものじゃないか。自分の弱い部分を見せて幻滅されたらとか、もし相手の許せない要素を自分が持ってたらとか思うだろう。
Absolutely.
会長も見せてください。
Yeah, now it's your
出
turn.
ないと見せ損です。
意固地なやつ。
Yeah, she's selfish, she's
交換
stubborn.
条件みたいに言うけどな、そもそもこれは交換になっていない。
It was never intended to be a trade.
そんなの知った上で関わってるし、別にそれはマイナスポイントになっていない。出るんだと気づいたとき、
Mm-hmm.
可愛いじゃんって思った。俺のも見せろっていうのは交換条件にならない。かっこつけなきゃかっこつかないんだよ。
Mm.
だからヤブをつつくような真似は。
もうごちゃごちゃといいから見せて。
おいこら。
Yay.
なんでけん玉なんですか？
俺も途中から分かんなくなったんだ。
This is who he is, though.
かけらもないもの。
そんなに笑うなよ。ひどいやつだな。
ですがほら、私が幻滅したように見えますか？
Absolutely not.
一つない公園でこんなはずじゃなかった。
これでいいんです。イルミネーションも風船もいりません。
Right. She
も
wants
ち
it
ろん
nice
あ
and
の風船は
simple,
とても素敵でロマンティ
ordinary.
ックだけれども、
But she's not asking for all that.
そうじゃなくてもいい。
Right. It's nice every now and then, but not every time.
私はロマンティックだと思うから。
Mm-hmm.
に男女が2人。こういう時、普通どうするんですか？
やっぱこうじゃないか。
Grant her her wish. Nice. Let's fucking go, Miyuki.
隠さないから。あなたを見せて。
mm.
受け入れるから。全部を見せ合いたいなんて綺麗事だと笑うのでしょう。何も隠すことなんてない。それが私が会長にしてあげられるロマンティックです。
I like that.
二度目のキスは少し触れる程度のキスで、それなのに文化祭の日と同じくらいドキドキした。
Because it's new, different experience.
たびに
Right.
あなたに初めてのキスをするのでしょう。
Mm-hmm.
と手をつないでくれました。
She didn't need to ask.
冷たいけどな。
いいんです。
良くないことだと思うか。
無理をしてほしくないとは思っています。
だけどそうしてなければ俺たちはきっとこうしていない。無理をしたからこそ。
そうかもしれません。
It's, yeah. It's tough.
で、昔みたく会長に冷たくし続けていれば、きっとどこかで愛想をつかされていたと思います。私たちはお互いに背伸びをして一歩ずつ歩み寄ったから、今こうやって手を重ね合っているのだと思います。
Yeah, but
会長は頑
s-
固です
nice and slowly.
これからも倒れそうになるくらい頑張り続けるのでしょう。
That's just who you are.
疲れた時は少しだけ一緒に休みませんか？少しずつでいいんです。
Right.
時々
One
は
step at a
強がるのを
time.
やめて、寄り添い支え合って。
Mm-hmm.
下の二の字も一級品で、普通の恋がしたい。普通の女の子になりたい。自分を好きだと思う自分になってみたい。
Nice. Intentional or not, it works.
そうこれは揺れ動く乙女心のデフォルメ。
Mhm.
会長の冬休み、私に一日いただけますか？
いいけど。
デートをしましょう。ちゃんと言葉にしたいことがあります。
Are we gonna get that now? I don't even know what happened at the other party. No.
とりあえず手相を見せてくれる？ああ、君あんまりいい恋愛してこなかったでしょ。
手見ただけでわかるんですか？
This is so stupid.
純粋だね。そしてストレスが溜まるとつい衝動買いしてしまうと手相に出て。
What the palm says.
すごい。
It's just a read in the room. Yeah. Scam artist.
デートに私服で来るんですか？
ねえ、デートって普通
Yeah, why did... Oh, look.
最強といえばいついかなる時も学ランでしょ。だから私も合わせようと。こんな日に限って
ずっと好きで居続けられるかも、好きでいてもらえるかもわからないのに。好きならそばにいればいい。嫌いになったら離れればいいだけなのに。
What's happening here? What is happening
す
here?
るからややこしくなると思いませんか？
頭が悪くなれるくらい人を好きになれるのは幸せなことだよ。君も一度試してみるといい。今日は言えずじまいで終わるのかと思い始めた頃。
あなたが好き。私と恋人になって。
ポロッと溢れ出たりしてな。
人を好きになり、
Doesn't need to be a perfect mood or anything. It ended up being one, but it doesn't.
恋愛は成就するまでが楽しい。ある程度気持ちが高まったら、あとはもうずっと落ち
Why
る
you
だけ
get so
の
negative? I mean, you're not wrong,
恋愛
but...
の正体である。
わかった。
だが真実の愛はあるかもしれない。必要なのは頭脳だ。真実の愛を求めるなら考えなくてはいけない。生半可なことではない。だがそれでも考え続けた者たちだけが世界で最初にそれをつかむことができるのである。
And begin, we start. A lot happened. A lot just occurred. And sitting down and doing a movie reaction and stuff like this would wear me out so much. Maybe it's just because I'm tired. I don't know. Pretty worn down, though. With that said, I've taken a couple minutes here to collect my thoughts, think about, you know, exactly what I want to say. This may change in the future, but honestly, right now, this is the height of this series. This is the peak in which it has hit. I still had a lot left to be desired. I say a lot, but not that much, but a little bit left to be desired within the characters and overall story of this after season 3 ended. And seeing the general, I guess, public feedback and the way that they took how everything kind of went, it made me feel like I was the one missing something. And while I absolutely loved it, and I thought the 3rd season was the one that set the kind of new bar for where it was at, I felt like we were still missing something. I felt like everything kind of just came together and we didn't really develop characters to a point yet that they should have been at and allow us to truly understand why they're at, besides just kind of meaningless pride being in the way type of thing. And while that still is a key factor here in what just occurred in this movie, we get a lot more here, a lot more substance and development and a look into the characters' minds and how they've been now with this relationship and in the past and how they've always been and the reasons why they've kind of changed into who they are. So with that said, I don't think it's too unreasonable for me to say this is my favorite part of the series, despite it not taking as much of a comedic approach and still having those moments, but focusing strongly on development and kind of serious and romance type moments and just the drama and everything that comes along with it and comes along with trying to express who you are and becoming accepting of others, but also having people accepting of you. I think the general theme of people being afraid and hiding who they are and building up these walls, and this one they actually use just to show you putting on masks and hiding who you are in different personas so that you can reach the ideal version of what the other person is looking for, whether it be in friendships or relationships. You are going out of your way to be somebody that you're not. And even then, that's not the case, because it still is somebody, it is still who you are, even with these masks on. That's just a different side of you. But it's not you being honest with yourself and coming to terms with who you are and kind of just being open to the fact that other people might not like you for who you are based on negative and bad experiences that probably happened in the past. I guess I'll focus specifically on the main two and talk about each of their situations and kind of where they've been at and kind of how they came along. And Kaguya, starting off first, has been kind of shown to us that she's this way, and this is kind of who she is all along, as we've had multiple scenes where they've done like the court stuff. And we see like the inner versions of her. We've seen versions where she just kind of goes into a complete different world where she can be serious. And that's normal. I mean, everybody's like that. Everybody has multiple sides to them. But her specifically goes to the extreme with every side that she's on and all her different personas that she has. So we essentially get these 3 main versions of her here. They each have things that they want, different ways that they think. And 2 of them kind of had this wish granted that they've wanted within this relationship that they've been aiming for years. However, one of them, the cold one, the one who is very stern and level-headed in her way of thinking and is very prideful, doesn't want to come out, just kind of accept the way that things are and accept the fact that she doesn't feel like she truly knows Miyuki at all. Miyuki, on the other hand, here has this pridefulness to him of kind of not wanting to reveal his weaker side and kind of wants to always one up or push himself and prove his worthiness, which stems from the backstory in which we've seen with his mom and wanting to always kind of live up to expectations for her because of how poorly things have gone in the past. That's why he takes everything to the extreme with studying and focusing on things and not getting sleep and just very like driven because of this. And he does it again because the girl he's into is a prestigious, I guess, person, is the way to put it. She is somebody who comes with a status and a title, and comes from wealth and all of this that other people look up to her and view her on such a high level. And he's one of those. He's not any different than them. He also views her like that, and he kind of has to conceal the weaker side to him, to others, so that they can't see him like that, but also to himself, so that he doesn't feel like he's worth less than others, and he can stand on the same like page as them, and he can be, you know, with them and not have to feel like he's somebody that others will have to look down on just for the fact that he wants to be with this girl. He wants to be somebody who appears to be worthy of his position and who he is and the people that he's around, and he fights to give off this strong impression of him, and that's the persona that he kind of gives off to other people. And he wants to be seen like that because he's afraid if they saw how weak he really was as a person, they wouldn't view him in the same light. He wouldn't be worthy of the people around him. And it works the same way for Kaguya, as she's afraid of her real selfish, annoying, you know, bad personality self to kind of come out and have other people see her like that. And then specifically in the moment when you have the 2 looking at each other and looking at what a potential relationship between them could look like, or what could happen between them, and why they've been so scared and why they've had to put up this front and this prideful game this entire time, is because they are afraid that if the real them gets out, if the real version of them gets shown off to the other, and they can't keep it and can't keep concealing themselves, it's going to result in the other person trying to distance themselves or becoming disillusioned, as they say, and kind of not want to have anything to do with them anymore, which is something that happens. It's something people around me, and even me, I guess, have kind of experienced, where you kind of have this moment over time, whether it be with somebody else in a friendship or relationship, and you kind of have something where the moment intentions are kind of laid out, or you show a side of you that's vulnerable, or you show a side of you that might be you with your mask off, and actually give them a glimpse at the real you and not the image of yourself that you're trying to portray, they kind of flip a switch and it becomes like, I guess a red flag would be the word that I would use for that. And they no longer kind of want to have something to do with you, or they become cautious around you and become distant in a way. And it's something that absolutely happens, and it forces you to be concerned, and it forces you to be locked up and cage yourself up and not want others to experience or see who you are, because you fear that you're going to lose the thing that you want the most. And you're not going to get, in Kaguya's situation, you're not going to get your wish granted. You're not going to be able to ever accept who you are if the person that you love so much can't accept you either. And then you're going to hate yourself even more than you probably already do, or this version of yourself so much. So you have to play these mind games and these tricks and try and get over and get around these things. And that's why it makes so much sense for these characters in this story in general, because the entirety of it is them being too prideful and having to do these laps around, like, and play these mind games and try and get around everything, because they don't want the other to get the advantage and see who they are and see them being weak and see them being who they actually are behind closed doors. And it's a very terrifying and scary thing, especially if you have such an attachment and commitment to somebody else in your mind, just to have the chance that you might have to lose that. And for the most part, throughout like the early halves of this, you start seeing Kaguya start developing when the ice version of herself takes over. starts understanding more and more of what she wants and kind of starts laying out traps and hints like, oh, this is what I want. Oh, this is how I want you to be. Oh, I want to see this version of you, which is something that actually kind of confused me a bit. And I think I still am rather confused by, because she kept telling herself that she wanted all these things and she wanted Miyuki to act these certain ways, but that's not him at the end of the day. That would be him putting on a persona. So I'm a little confused exactly the side of him that he's hiding so much, because I feel like even at the end we kind of resolved it and he was rather similar to who he's always been and hasn't changed much, and he still wasn't the one really initiating things much. And the only thing he really changed is the fact that he became a bit more open with what he was saying verbally. So maybe I'm missing the point on him. But to me, the only one who, like, he did develop slightly, but to me, Kaguya was a massive, like, 180 in who she was and kind of accepting others to see who she really is and trying to come to terms with being able to accept herself, as we see in the scene with the hospital where she's trying to switch out and she doesn't want to be the one dealing with this anymore because she's just putting other people's in harm's way and she wants to close herself off and be away from them. And the other versions of her are trying to root for her and telling her no because they're going to force her to kind of get what she wants, until ultimately she does later on. So it makes sense, but in Miyuki's situation, I'm a little confused exactly where his other side comes in, because I understand him trying to look like he's up to like par and that he doesn't need to try as hard as he does and he doesn't need to put in all this effort and he's just naturally, you know, on her level when he's not. And I get that, but as far as I'm aware, like everybody, including her, is aware of how hard he works and how much he does and that, you know, what the real him kind of really is like. So the holdup of him not being able to express that to himself and also her not being able to see that side of him is weird to me, because I could have sworn that they already had. So I don't know, maybe I'm missing that. I'll end up seeing probably again while I have to rewatch this in editing, but please let me know, because let me understand a little bit more. I like the overall message though of not having to have things be perfect, that you don't have to be perfect as a person. The love that you have doesn't have to be perfect. The relationship you have doesn't also have to be this grand thing like he did with the confession at the end of last season. It can kind of just be this ordinary basic thing. We don't have to give these extravagant gifts. We don't have to go to these crazy places. Things can kind of just happen naturally and be ordinary and be basic and boring, people might say, but it can also have these other moments of fun and surprise, and that's the beauty in it, right? That's what you're trying to look for, and you're experiencing new things every single time, and that's what makes it so enjoyable and that's what makes it so fun. So that's essentially what they're trying to find and are able to find by the end of this. I think just thinking back on a few scenes throughout it that I enjoyed though, happy we got, you know, full confessions going on the way. I don't know why Miyuki didn't, he just kind of agreed with her at the end. But he didn't really say anything himself, so I am curious what that was about. Maybe I'll understand more when I have to rewatch it. I think the whole meeting between them, going outside, going to the park and all that was great. The gift giving was great. And it was nice to finally have like an open sit-down conversation between our main two instead of having these mind games and tricks that they're always trying to play with each other. Them going on the date was really fun and enjoyable. The beginning scenes, although like I said, I already had seen those, but Kaguya learning about like the type of kiss and the talking to Kashiwagi about it all were really funny. The scene with Maki and Miyuki just sitting down under the tree while Kaguya is inside having her conversation is the direct mirror of the exact thing that happened before, where him and Ishigami were talking about it and he was, you know, expressing how he was feeling to him. So it was nice to see Maki being put into that, which I was very happy about because I like her a lot, but unfortunately wasn't involved too much more in it. But I thought that was a great moment. Her realizing it's Kaguya that he's talking about and then running off to Ishigami to cry and be angry that he kind of like is a traitor and he's not one of them while he's trying to talk to Savame and trying to, you know, she's ruining it for him was fantastic. I want to know what's up with her. She went to, I mean, maybe it was just a trip, but she left and went to India for a bit. Maybe it was just to get away during the holidays. It's nice to see she has a twin brother apparently. The other side of the story with the sides that we were trying to focus on or hint towards at the beginning, and the decisions that had to be made between Ishigami and Miko and going to the party and all that. I am curious exactly how that resulted, like what happened there, because it seems to not be in here. Pretty positive that that wouldn't be something they just skipped over. So my guess is the movie was probably trying to focus directly on our main characters, so the side stuff kind of had to be skipped. So if we do end up ultimately getting another season, that stuff would be included in the early half about what happened. so we can understand. But it seems like that direction with the sides, they're going to go down a main line now of a triangle almost between, in a competition between Tsubame and Miko, just to see who ends up winning that and how that all results. I don't know if I necessarily like the put the heart in the thing, come back and claim it in 3 months, but the other girl also has 3 months to kind of get her shit together and decide. Because it's like, if Tsubame decides against it, is Miko just the fallback then? Because she's just going to be like, oh, like I don't know if I like that, like somebody just becoming a fallback like that, which ultimately I don't think it would be written like that if it does end up going down that route, and there would be something more to it. But I think we are going to go down a triangle sort of situation here between them. So I am curious, and was very disappointed that was cut out, because I was very much looking forward to that. And I don't know what the hell that scene was with Tsubame where she was kind of having those flashes. Was that Ichigami that she was with? I couldn't really tell, because the hair kind of looked like it had some curl to it and wasn't as straight, so it might have not been, but I couldn't actually tell. The doctor being reintroduced and diagnosing him with the same exact thing, hilarious. Little Kaguya was fantastic. The dad with the part-time job at the end because he's a loser, fantastic as well. And I love that, him just being a scam artist basically. But yeah, I mean, I could go more in depth. It's kind of hard when you have an hour and a half, especially the fact that it's on Crunchyroll split between 4 episodes. It's hard for me to get back to each moment, you know, and make it nice and quick without me spending 3 hours here trying to go through and talk about each scene and certain things, and you know how I can kind of either relate or my takes on them. And overall, I think I do understand the messaging, but I struggled within this to kind of explain how I was processing it, and even at the end, like how I'm struggling to do it. So I want to apologize for that. But I think like on a surface level, I do understand it a bit. And once again, like I said, I think this is probably the peak of the series, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I did any of the past seasons or any of the highest heights that we got to overall from those. So I think this was just a great moment for us to have, and kind of a breath of fresh air within the series, despite it being very drama heavy and the mood being kind of down for a big portion of this. It was very serious, but I kind of like that aspect of it, and us finally being able to experience and see these characters like it, because every time we've kind of had these serious moments within the story in the past, they've kind of hit very well. So the fact that we get something focused entirely on this, I think was done excellent, and they did a really, really good job. As always, the team at A1 Pictures that does this does a fantastic job. So very happy overall how all that turned out. I'm excited to see what you guys think overall though. Did you like it? Is this your favorite moment of the series overall? What would you give it as a rating? I think I'd probably give it a somewhere in the 9s. I don't know exactly. I'd have to think about it a bit more afterwards. What were your favorite moments? Is there anything that you didn't like about the movie? Just anything at all. Overall, let me know. What'd you take away from it? I don't want to have to sit here for another couple hours and go through everything though, like I said. So I'm just going to end up calling it there. I think episodic format is something that works a lot better for me, and I am understanding that now. So in the future, movies may not be a big option for me, but I am understanding that. I'll only have to do them if it's within a series. I think I've already started here and can plan to continue, but who knows, maybe I'll change my mind in the future. But they are a lot to get through. If you enjoyed it all, hit the like, subscribe, do mean a lot to me. Follow me Twitter, my anime list, links are both in the description. Check out the other videos on the channel, let me know what to react to next. Unrelated, but watch OSHI no Ko, airing soon, 12th of April I believe that is. The author of this series is the author of that one. Fantastic, love the manga, and the anime looks like it's going to be fantastic. So please, if you're still here, I absolutely recommend that if you haven't given it a shot yet. But yeah, thank you for joining me, I guess. Hopefully I see you again on another video, and it's going to be all from me. Have a good one. See ya.